Good morning, students, and welcome to today's chemistry class. For today's class, we're going to be looking at acids and bases. Do you know what an acid is? Or what's a base? Mm. Or what are some substances that we can classify as acids and classify as base? Okay. I see some of you think you know. All right. So what we're going to do, first thing, I'm going to just check to see what do you know, a little what you know about acids and base. So I'm gonna ask you to click on the link um for a Kahoot. I've placed it in your chat, and you're going to just do this quick poll just to see whether you think these substances are acids or whether they are base. Okay, lovely. All right. Give it a few more seconds. Okay, good. It's just two questions, so it shouldn't take you a long time. All right, wonderful. Oh, wonderful. So as I said, oh, I see. Okay. I wonder why, Carla, why you think that's an acid. Okay. What we're gonna do, we're gonna ensure that we know what's the reason, how do we classify these substances. So for today, at the end of today's lesson, you will understand the properties of acids and bases, learn how to identify whether a substance is acidic or basic based on the pH scale, and you're going to be engaged in activities to test your understanding. All right. So let's ready to dive into today's activity. All right. What's an acid? So acid versus base. So acids, as you see, are substances that releases H plus ions. We call these protons. So therefore, we call acids proton donors. And interestingly, acid turns litmus paper red, good red. And bases are kind of the opposite of acids. So bases are substances that releases OH ions when dissolved in water. And bases are proton acceptors. So acids are proton donors, bases are proton acceptors. And base turns litmus paper blue. I need you to remember those. Acid turn litmus paper red, base turn litmus paper blue. All right. Okay, and then we look at the properties of acids. So now that we know what's the definition for acids, we're going to look at how do we know what are the characteristics of these things to know if they're acid or base. So acid tastes sour. Think about it in your home. What do you have that tastes sour? They're corrosive. That means they burn. Acids have a pH less than 7. We're going to look at that later on. And as I said earlier, they turn litmus paper red. While base, they are slippery to touch and they taste bitter. Ooh. And they have a pH greater than 7 and turn litmus paper blue. So based on these things, guys, I want you to do something for me. I'm gonna in I'm gonna put a link in your Google chat for color board, and you're gonna click on the link and you're gonna look at things in your home, and you're gonna tell me whether you think these are acids or base based on the properties that we just discussed earlier. Also, it would be nice if you can tell me why do you think this is an acid or why you think it's a base. Okay, I'm seeing your responses. Yes, Carla. Okay, you think that's an acid? Mm. Oh, okay, that's a base. Ooh, okay. And this your reasoning is interesting. Okay, keep going, guys. I want to hear from everybody. Just share your thoughts. Remember, in my class, there is no wrong answer. The only wrong answer is not answering. So share your thoughts. Lovely, lovely, good, wonderful. Okay, all right, good. Okay, we're gonna discuss these now. Oh, wonderful. All right. Okay, let's move on to our lesson. So we're gonna look now at the pH scale. What is the pH scale, you may ask? We have been talking about it a few times earlier. So the pH scale is a measure of how acidic or how basic a substance is. That is, whether it's a strong acid or weak acid or a strong base or a weak base. And they say it goes from 0 to 14. So as you look at the diagram here, those less than 7, if it has a pH less than 7, then it's acidic. And if it's greater than 7, it's basic. And right in the middle of 7, that is neutral. It is not acidic or it's not basic. So the closer it is to zero, closer to zero is that means the acid is stronger. And as you get closer to 7, the acid gets weak. And for the basic side, closer to 7 is a weak base. And um, further from 7, going up to 14, those are strong bases. Hey, I have an activity for you. We're not ready for the quiz, is it? Here, I'm gonna put in your chat again. I have a drug drop activity where you are going to search for substances, things, and acid. I think it's a base, and you're gonna drag it to the way you think it should be on a pH scale. All right. So you should see that coming up right now. Click on the link in your chat. Good. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let me get that so that we can see what you guys are doing. Okay. Lovely. All right. That right here. Good. Good. Okay. Okay. So you're going to drag the substance and you put it in the box that you think it should be. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. Good. Good job, guys. All right. We're going to end today's lesson. Test what you know with a quick quiz. I want you to go to quizzes, and I'm gonna put the link in the chat for you to click on so that you can access it to test what you know for today. All right? Wonderful. All right. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. I want you to review what we have done today, and tomorrow we're gonna have a quick discussion on what we've learned today. Thank you very much, and have yourself a great day.